Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera to all of you. So today we will continue our timer programming. As for today, we will look at timer 1 programming. In the previous class, we already did the timer 0 and timer 2 programming. Okay, actually for the timer 1 programming, the step to do this program is similar to timer 1 as timer 0 and timer 2. Okay, just a few modification need to be done to the step. All right, so let's look what we're going to modify from the previous step that we learned how to write a timer program. So since timer 1 is a 60-bit timer and has lot of capability, those since this timer 1 is a 16-bit timer, so you can split it into 2 byte, okay, which is all right. So this is a 16-bit data. All right, you have a 60-bit from D0 to D50. Since this is a 60-bit, you can divide it to 2 byte. Okay, one we call it as a TCT1F. See, this is for the lower byte, and one TCNT1HD is for high byte. Right, so timer 1 is a 16-bit timer. So since it is 16-bit timer, your TCNT, your counter register, also have a 16-bit. So you need to divide it into 2 byte. One is low and the other one is high. And this timer 1 has two control register, which is a TCCR1A and TCCR1B. In the previous timer 0 and timer 2, you only have TCCR0 and TCCR2. But for the timer 1, since this is a 16-bit timer, you have two control register settings, which is TCCR1A and TCCR1B. For the timer 1, you only have TOV1 flag, okay, when you're doing the normal mode timer programming, right? So you need to look at TOV1 similar to your timer 0 and timer 2, which is you need to look at TOV0 or TOV2 respectively if you're using the normal mode. And timer 1 has a prescaler option of 1, 8, 64, 256 and 1024. Okay, since this timer 1 here is a 16-bit timer, alright, if you are going to use a CTC mode, you have two OCR register. Okay, first we call it as OCR1A, and the second one we call it as OCR1B. Right, since your TCNT is 16-bit, thus your OCR also 16-bit. Okay, because you want to compare your TCNT, is it equal to OCR? So since your TCNT is 16-bit, thus your OCR also need to have a 16-bit register. All right, so since you have a two OCR register, okay, you can use either OCR1A and OCR1B. Of course lah, this one here, to use this OCR register, you need to do the setting at your TCCR registers. Alright, so whenever your TCNT1 equal to OCR1A, okay, the OCF1A flag will goes high, and if you're going to use the OCR1B, whenever the TCNT1 equal to OCR1B, thus your OCF1B will goes high. Alright, again, since your OCR is a 16-bit register, so your OCR1A and OCR1B also have 2 byte, which is okay. For the OCR1A, okay, you will have, since this is 16-bit, yeah, this is a 16-bit, you can divide it into 2 byte. One we call it as a OCR1A BL, and for the higher byte we call it as OCR1AH. Right, similar lah to your OCR1B. This OCR1B also 16-bit size, okay, register. So you can divide this OCR1B to low byte and high byte. Okay, for the lower byte we call it known as a OCR1BL, while for the high byte is OCR1BH. Okay, while the TIFR register that associated with timer 1 are TOV1. Okay, if you using a normal mode, while OCF1A and OCF1B flag if you're using a CTC mode. Okay, you need to look at this flags here, okay, in order to know the delay that you already generated, right? So TOV1, OCF1A and OCF1B are located at bit 2, 3 and 4 in your TIFR register. Okay. And last but not least, okay, this is a TCCR, okay, your control register setting that you need to know. Okay, since your TCCR consists of TCCR1A and TCCR1B, so what you need to do is we just need to look at this. Okay, for the TCCR1B you need to look at, okay, this bit here, okay, which is this bit here. Okay, so I lukis kat sini lah. Okay, I draw here. Okay, this is for, okay, this is your TCCR1A, and then you have a, okay, TCCR1B. Okay, for the TCCR1A, okay, this is a 8-bit register. TCCR1B also have 8-bit register. Okay, so the bit that you need to focus or look at is, right, first this 3 register at your TCR1B, in which this 3 register is used for prescale. Okay, so you need to look at this 3 register. Okay, if you put 0, 0, 0, okay, dekat CS10, CS11, CS12, or at bit 0, 1 and 2 here, if you put 0 at bit 0, 1, 2 inside your TCCR1B, what happens is this is a no clock source, means that you're going to stop your timer. Okay, if you put 0, 0, 1, no prescale. 0, 1, 0 with a prescale of 8, 0, 1, 1, 64, 1, 0, 0, 2, 5, 6, 1, 0, 1 is 1, 0, 2, 4 prescale, while 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1, 1 means that you are going to do a counting and event by using the external clock source on T0 pin. Okay, if you use the 1, 1, 0 means that every falling edge, so it will start counting. Okay, if you're going to use the 1, 1, 1, every rising edge, okay, your event will count it. Okay, so this is the first 3 bit lah that you need to know. And next, the other bit that you need to know is, okay, this bit there. Okay, WGM13, WGM12, which is bit 4 and 3 and 4 inside of your TCCR1B, while bit 0 and bit 1 inside of your TCCR1A. Okay, so you need to focus on this 4 bit here, which is this 4 bit will determine your counter mode. Okay, your timer mode. either you want to use it as a normal mode or CTC mode. Okay, if you put 0, 0, 0, 0 to this bit, what happens is you use a normal mode, which is an overflow mode. Okay, see here, when you put 0, 0, 0, 0, the operation of your timer counter is in normal mode. Okay, and when you put 0, 1, 0, 0, okay, means that, okay, you're going to use it at a CTC mode. But this one here, okay, since it's CTC mode, okay, you're choosing a OCR 1A register to compare with your TCNT. Okay, recall that your OCR, you have two OCR, which is OCR 1A and OCR 1B. Okay, since if you put the setting here is 0, 1, 0, 0, means you're going to use it as a CT. Okay, you're going to use the CTC mode by using the OCR 1A. Okay, and then if you put, okay, this one here, okay, this line, okay, if you put 1, 1, 0, 0, okay, you put 1, 1, 0, 0 means that you're going to use another CTC, but by using the OCR 1B register. Okay, so only need to remember these three settings here. Okay, so by looking at this setting here, okay, this value, TCCR1A, okay, you always can put 0. Okay, why? Because all of this setting here, okay, you just put 0. Okay, you see, even though for the timer mode, okay, the value at your, okay, WGM11 and WGM10 always 0, 0. You see here, this is WGM11, this is WGM10. The value here is always 0, 0. This one also 0 and this one also. Okay, so by default, just put the TCCR1A equal to 0. Okay, and then TCCRB, the value of your TCCRB will depends on this, the mode that you're going to use and the prescale that you're going to use. Okay, if you put 0, 0 here, this is a normal mode, 0, 1 CTC, but using OCR1A to compare with your TCNT. If you're using the 1, 1, put 1, 1. Okay, so this one here, okay, you're going to use another CTC mode, but compare with OCR1B. Okay, so here kat sini you can select either 0, 0, 0, 1 or 1, 1. That's all. The rest of the step is similar. Okay, just you need to know that for the timer 1 programming, your TCNT is 60-bit. Okay, you have the TCNT 1A and 1L and TCNT 1H, while TCCR setting, you have two places to do a setting, one at TCCR1A and the other one at TCCR1B. But by default, the TCCR1A you can put 0, and TCCRB, the value will depends on your timer settings. Okay, so again, in timer 1 and timer 1, you have two mode. Okay, timer programming, which is a normal mode and CTC mode. Okay, so this one here similar to what we doing in timer 1 and timer 2. Right, so let's look at this example 1 here. Okay, assuming that your Excel is 8 MHz, you are going to write a program that toggle PB5 1 milliseconds. Okay, so first we just draw our micro P here. Okay, let's say this is your PV5. Okay, so this PV5 here, you are going to toggle every 1 millisecond. Means that 1 millisecond to generate a lower logic level and another 1 millisecond to generate a high logic level, and it will keep repeating. Okay, so how to write the program? Okay, first thing first. Okay, for this one here, the step is 8 megahertz. Okay, so identify what is your micro P frequency. Okay, your extra frequency is 8 megahertz. Okay, and delay that you're going to generate is 1 millisecond with a delay sama dengan 1 millisecond. Okay, from here, okay, you can apply the three equation that you learned earlier. Okay, so first is T equal to 1 over F. Okay, since in this question here, okay, there is no prescaler. It's been highlighted, so let just assume that no prescaler been used. Okay, so what happened is you can find what is your T. Okay, 1 over 8. Next, you get 0.125 microseconds. Alright, so now this is the first equation. The second equation, okay, you should know that delay sama dengan count multiply with T period. Okay, so since you have a delay and you know that your period, so you need to find what is your count value. So count sama dengan delay. What is your delay? 1 millisecond divided with T. What is your T? 0.125 microsecond. So you get 8,000 times. Okay, so now we are going to decide which timer that we are going to use. Okay, see here, since this is 8,000 times. Okay, if you're going to use a timer 0 and timer 2, the maximum value, okay, count here that you can use is 255 only. This is the maximum. Why? Because timer 0 and timer 2, it is a 8-bit timer. So since now your count is 8,000 times, what happens is, okay, you need to use timer 1. Since your timer 1 is 16-bit, okay, so what is the maximum count time here? The count here that you can generate is, okay, so FF, because you have a 2 byte, low byte and high byte. Okay, you recall back, this is a TCNT1L and this is a TCNT1H. Since your timer 1 is 16-bit, okay, you can generate up to FF. Okay, if this FF here, you convert to what we call here decimal, you will get, okay, 65,535. This is the maximum value if you convert FF to decimal. So this value here, since this is 65,000, which is expression of 65k, okay, you see here, this is only 8k. Okay, so you need to use the timer 1. Okay, you cannot use timer 0 and timer 2 to generate a delay of 1 millisecond by using a extra 8 megahertz. Okay, so now once we've done here, okay, so kita dah dapat what is our count. Next, what is the third equation here? Okay, for the third equation, okay, you need to find out what is your TCNT value lah. Okay, if let's say lah this one here we use a normal mode. Okay, for the normal mode, okay, the TCNT equal to, okay, since this one here we are going to use the timer 1, TCNT1 equal to, okay, so what is the equation previously? FF minus with count plus 1, is it correct? Yeah, but this one here, since this is a timer 1, the maximum is F. Why? Because it's a 16-bit. Okay, 60-bit register. So FF minus with count and plus with 1. Okay, so the difference only you need to add another FF, another 8-bit here, 8-bit value here. Okay, so FFFF sama dengan, okay, so you put 165,535 minus with count. What is your count? 8,000 plus with 1, then you get, what's the value here? 57,536. Okay, so you convert this decimal to hexadecimal, so you get EOC0. Okay, see here you have 2 byte here, or 16-bit data. So C0 will go to your low byte of your TCNT, while E0 will go to your high byte of your TCNT. This is if you're using a normal mode lah. If you're using a CTC, what happens if you use a CTC? Okay, so we recall our what we call here the equation for the CTC. CTC, you know that OCR. Okay, since this is timer 1, okay, let's say like OCR1A lah. We using OCR1A equal to TCNT, okay, plus with count minus with 1. Okay, for the CTC mode, the TCNT always 0. So 0 plus with 8,000 minus with 1, you get berapa kat sini? 7,999. So you convert this 7,999 to your hexadecimal, you get 1F, 3F. Okay, again, this is a 16-bit number. Okay, so you can divide it to low and high bit. So this one is low. Okay, this is a low, this is a high. So this low here will go to your OCR1AL, while the high bit here, okay, this value here will go to your OCR1AH. Okay, so samalah dengan ni. Okay, similar to this one, yeah. CO will go to your TCNT1L, while EO will go to your TCNT1H. Right. So we have done the calculation. Now we are going to do the what we call here the programming. Okay, the whole programming to generate this square wave of 1 millisecond at PB5. So how to do that? Okay, so the first step here, what are you going to do? Okay, again lah, as usual, we include this avr/io.h file. Okay, and then next, what you're going to do, void delay 1 millisecond. Okay, so you declare your 1 millisecond punya subroutine. Okay, by putting the void delay 1 millisecond and put another void inside here. Okay, just put another void. Okay, so this is your subroutine initialization. Okay, next, started with your int main void. Okay, so this is your main programming. Okay, next, what you're going to do? Okay, since, okay, we recall back. Okay, so in this example here, we are going to use CTC mode. Kita buat CTC mode dulu. Later, we will see for the normal mode. Okay, so this is your PB5. Okay, so this PB5 here, you want to generate a square wave with a 1 millisecond for lower byte and higher byte. Okay, so now, since it is a PB5 here to generate a delay, so you need to make your PB5 here as a output port. Go, so you initialize your PB5 as output port. So DDRB equal to, okay, put 1 to bit number 5, or you just shift 1 to the left by 5 times. Okay, ataupun you can initialize your port B as output, the whole port B as output, just ddrb equal to OX FF, or you can simply put ddrb sama dengan 0p 11111, ataupun you can put 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 0. Only bit 5 you make this as a output port, the rest you can put as a make it as a input port also can. Okay, so this one here you have 3 ways to initialize your PB5, okay, as an output port. Okay, either you use this kind of the programming, or you just declare all the port B as a output, or only bit 5 here as output and the rest you put it as input. Okay, next, port B equal to 0. Okay, you just clear the port B. If you don't want to clear the port B also can. Alright, next, while 1, why while 1? Because you want to generate this square wave continuously, so we will put it in the while loop. Okay, port B equal to 0. Okay, first we generate the lower, okay, logic 0, and then call a delay 1 millisecond. Okay, call delay 1 millisecond to generate a 1 millisecond punya logic 0, and then after that port B equal to 0B00. You see here 1000, only PB5 change. Okay, and then call another 1 milliseconds. Okay, and this one here will keep repeating. Okay, now let's look at our what we call here timer programming. Okay, since this is the count earlier that we already calculate, is the total count is 8000 times, so you need to use a timer 1. You can use a timer 0 and timer 2 because it already exceeded 258-bit data, which is up to 255 only. Alright, so now what you're going to do is, okay, since this one here, for the example 1, we are going to use the CTC mode. Okay, for the CTC mode, okay, so the first step that you're going to use for the timer is you need to load your TCNT value lah. That is your CTC mode. CTC mode, the first step is load your TCNT. Right, since okay, load your TCNT with 0. Okay, CTC mode, always your TCNT equal to 0. Okay, we just use this a second equation here, this equation here. Okay, you see here TCNT always 0, so that's why TCNT1H equal to 0 and TCNT1L also equal to 0. So you make your TCNT1 sama dengan 0. Okay, when you initialize your TCNT1 equal to 0, okay, both high and low byte because it's a 16-bit number. Next, you're going to set, or you're going to load your OCR value, okay, based on your calculation. Okay, since this one here, your OCR, okay, since we're using an OCR1A lah, okay, just now we calculate the OCR value is, what is the OCR value just now? 1F3F. Okay, so 1F3F. Since this is 1F3F is a 16-bit number, okay, you can divide it to low and high bit. Okay, so 3F you put it at the OCR 1AL, while 1F you put at OCR 1A. Okay, so you see OCR 1AH sama dengan 1F, OCR 1AL equal to 3F. Okay, you load your OCR 1 value. Alright, next we are going to do the timer setting, your TCCR settings. Okay, so since your TCCR, okay, you have two TCCR, which is TCCR1A and TCCR1B. Okay, for the 1A, you can always put 0. Okay, while for the 1B, okay, you need to know lah your settings. Okay, so this is your bit here. Okay, now this one here, this is for your prescale. Okay, since this one here you don't use any prescale, so what is the value you need to put here? 0, 0, 1. Okay, next, this bit here, this is your setting. Okay, either you want to use it as a normal mode or CTC mode. If you're going to use it as a normal mode, okay, you need to put 0, 0 lah. Okay, but now we are going to use it as a CTC mode. But for the CTC mode, okay, let's this one here. Okay, if you put 0, 0, so it's a normal mode. If you put 0, 1, okay, you use it as a CTC, but you use the OCR1A register. If you put 1, 1, okay, this is another CTC, but you're using a OCR1B register. Okay, so in this case here, since the value that we put here inside our OCR1A, so we need to put select the CTC mode by using the OCR1A. So you just put 0, 1. Okay, what about the rest? Just put 0, 0. Okay, so that's why TCCR1A equal to 0. Always put your WGM11 or WGM10 with 0. Okay, so this one here, by default, you just put TCCR1A with 0. Okay, don't bother with any other number. Right, while TCCR1B, okay, the value depending on your setting here. Okay, so in this case here, okay, what is the value here? 0, 9. So that's why TCCR1B sama dengan OX09. Okay, so you know that you're going to use a CTC mode but with no prescale. Okay, next, step number 4. What is the step number 4? You're going to monitor your flags. Okay, so in this case here, we're going to monitor what flag here? OCF1A. Why OCF1A? Kenapa nak monitor OCF1A? Because you're using the OCR1A. Okay, since you're using a CTC mode and OCR1A register, so that's why we need to monitor the OCF1A flag. Okay, so you just put Y TIFR and we put 1 to OCF1A equal to 0. If yes, it will keep looping in this while loop. Okay, and then when your OCF1A is equal to 1, again, no longer 0 here, what happens is it will exit this while loop, and at the same time, step number 5, what are you going to do? You are going to stop your timer. Okay, how to stop a timer? By putting TCCR equal to 0. Since in the timer 1, you have two TCCR, which is TCCR1A and TCCR1B. You just use TCCR1B equal to 0, TCCR1A equal to 0. This is to stop timer. And last but not least, after you stop your timer, you need to clear your flags. Okay, inside your TIFR. Okay, so this one here, TIFR sama dengan OX10. Why OX10? Kenapa? Okay, so you need to look back on your TIFR register. Mana kita punya TIFR register? Right, this is our TIFR register. You see here, OCF1A is located at bit 4. Okay, in order to clear it, you need to put 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. So you see 1, 0. That's why that is where this value coming from. Okay, TIFR equal to OX1 0, which is you want to clear your RCF 1A, ataupun you can write down TIFR sama dengan, okay, put 1 to your OCF 1A also can, pun sama juga. Okay, you can do either this one or this one. For this one you need to know the location lah, but this one you just need to know the name of your flats. Okay, this is for the what we call here CTC mode. Okay, now we're going to write down in the normal mode, okay, or overflow. Okay, so sama juga lah. Okay, all these things similar. Okay, so this same, sama dengan sebelah. Okay, now we want to look at this timer subroutines. Okay, since this is your normal mode, okay, earlier, okay, in the previous slide we already calculate for the normal mode. Okay, the TCNT value that you need to put is E0 C0. Alright, so TCNT1 sama dengan E0 C0. Okay, since this one here is a 16-bit data, so you need to divide it to low and high byte. Right, so C0 you're going to put it at the TCNT0, sorry, TCNT1L, while E0 you're going to put it at TCNT1H. Okay, so the step to write the programming, timer 1 programming, similar to timer 0 and timer 2, which is the first step here, you need to load your TCNT value. Right, so set your TCNT value. Okay, 1H equal to E0 C and 1L equal to C1. Kenapa C1 kat situ? Is it a C1 or C0? Okay, I think it's C0. Okay, you can check it back the calculation. Right, and then step number 2, set your TCCR register. Okay, again, this one here, TCCR, we have two TCCR, TCCR1A and TCCR1B. So TCCR1A always 0. What about TCCR1B? Depending on your setting lah. Okay, so you need to remember back your TCCR1B punya bits. Okay, so this one here, this is for the prescaler. The first 3 bit is for the prescaler. So what is the value that you need to put here without, okay, for in this case here we are going to write a programming without a prescaler. We use a prescaler, no prescaler option, so the value is 001. Okay, what about the value for this 2 bit here? Okay, since this one here you are going to use a normal mode, okay, the value that you need to put here is 0. What about the rest? Let's put 0, 0. So the value here is 0, 1. Okay, so that's why TCCR1B equal to OX0, 1. Okay, and then while TIFR and end with, okay, put 1 to your TOV1 equal to 0. Wait for your TOV1. Okay, monitor your TOV1 flag. If your TOV1 flag set, what you're going to do is, okay, this is step number 3. Step number 4, stop your timer. Okay, by putting TCCR1B and TCCR1A with 0, both with 0. And then step number 5, you're going to reset your TOV1. Okay, so that's why TIFR. Okay, look back, where is our TIFR punya TOV1 punya location inside our TIFR. Okay, so this is a TOV1. Okay, so you need to put 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. So that's why the value here is 0. Okay, so TIFR equal to OX04, or you can simply write down, okay, if you don't want to refer to the location to find out what is the TOV1 punya location, so you can simply write down TIFR sama dengan port 1 to your TOV1 also can. Okay, so that is for the timer 1 programming by using a normal mode and CTC mode. Okay, so to generate a large time delay by using a timer, okay, similar to the previous timer 0 and timer 2, okay, to generate, if the what we call here, if the timer is cannot generate a large delay, what you're going to do is you just choose your prescale. Okay, you have many prescale options that you can use, either 8, 64 to 5C, 10 to 4. You can select any of these prescale in order to generate larger time delay. Okay, that's all for the timer 1 programming. Now we are looking at the counter. Okay, instead of using it as a timer, okay, the AVR timer also can be used to count, to detect and measure the time event happening outside the AVR. Alright, so when the timer is used as a counter, the pulse outside the AVR that increment the TCNT. Okay, any pulse from outside of your AVR that connected to your T0 pin will increase your TCNT value. Okay, your counter register value. For the timer, the crystal, okay, the crystal, the value of your crystal will increase your TCNT value. Okay, so it depending on your crystal. But for the counter, if you make it as a counter to count an event, okay, the pulse outside, okay, whenever you anything lah you put to your T0 pin, any pulse, either falling edge or negative, falling edge or rising edge, will increment the TCNT value. So in a counter mode, registers such TCCR, OCR, and TCNT are the same as for timer discussed previously. Okay, sama je. Your TCCR, OCR, and TCNT similar as your timer programming. Okay, so we need to recall back, okay, the bit here inside of your TCCR 0. Alright, so here this is your TCCR. Tak kisahlah TCCR 0 or TCCR 1, okay, both are the same. Okay, which is this last 3 bit here are used for prescale. Okay, a part of this prescale here, you can use this one here, okay, this last 3 bit here to select if you're going to use it as a counter register. Alright, so when you put, okay, whenever you put 00 to 101 inside of this bit here, okay, so timer get passed from the crystal or oscillator. But if you put the value 110 and 111, okay, inside of this 3 bit here, what happens is the timer is used as a counter and get the pulses from outside of your AVR chip. Okay, so when this bit here is 110 or 111, your TCNT counter count up as pulses fed from pin T0, which is timer counter 0 external clock input. Where is the location of your pin T0? Okay, so this is your Atmega 32 chip. Okay, the T0 is at your PB0. Okay, so to use your timer as a counter to count a certain event, you need to put either switches or either external oscillator to this PB0. Okay, so that next you need to set your TCCR with either 110 or 111 so that it can become a counter register instead of timer registers. So in Omega 32, T0 is alternate function of port B0. Okay, so this one here, when you put 110 and 111 pin, T0 provide the clock pass and counter count up after each clock pass coming from T0 pin. Okay, so you have two selection here. Okay, either you use 110 and 11. If you put 110, okay, so the counter will count up on the negative falling edge. Okay, which is the counter will start count up when every time it sees the falling edge. Okay, if you put 111, okay, the TCNT value will count up every positive edge. Okay, something like this lah. Okay, this is the signal that going to your T0. Okay, masuk ke T0. Okay, which is this PB0. Okay, this value signal here goes to your PB0. Okay, so your TCNT will start incremented, okay, +1 whenever it sees a rising edge. Okay, if you are using if you set is at 111, or if you're using a falling edge. Okay, if you're using a rising edge, this is become 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, if you put 111. If you put 110, what happens is every falling edge, the count inside of your TCNT will incremented by 1. This is how the counter register works. Okay, how to count an event at pin T0, which is if you're connected to your PB0. Okay, let's look at the question here. Okay, example. Okay, this is written in assembly language. Okay, I don't want to say in assembly language. Actually, this one here, example 5, 935 equal to 943. Okay, so you're going to assuming that 1 Hz clock pulse is fed up into a pin T0. Okay, so this is your PB0. Okay, you have a signal. Okay, fed up to this one, which is this signal here, the frequency is 1 Hz. Okay, use the TOV0 flag to extend timer 0 to 60-bit counter and display the counter on port C and port D. So, how to do that? Okay lah, sama juga, similar to what we done in the timer programming. So, include the header file. Okay, inside your main program. Okay, you just use the initialize your port B as a input or output. Okay, since this one here going to your this value here, you fed up to your PB0. Okay, you fed into your PB0. What happens is your PB0 become input. Okay, that's why lah kat sini. Okay, you see here port B equal to X01. Okay, you make your before that. Okay, before that we need to initialize DDRB. Okay, sama dengan 0B. Okay, you need to initialize first lah your port B so that your port B become output and input ports. Okay, you can put 1111 1110. So only this one become input port. The rest you just put as a port. So next port B equal to OX01. So you activate your pull up processor port PB0. Next, okay, from here you're going to display to LED which is connected to PD, port D and port C. Okay, 16-bit port C and port D. So what you're going to do is you initialize this one here as a output port. DDRC equal to OSFF, DDRD equal to OSFS, because this one is connected to your LEDs, okay, to display the counter, okay, that coming from T0. Okay, next, TTCR0 equal to OX06. Okay, so this is your timer setting lah. Okay, since this one here, you're going to use the TOV0. Okay, so TOV0 is actually your, what is that? This is your TCCR. Okay, TOV0 is actually overflow method or normal mode. Okay, so since this one here, this is your TCCR0, so the bits that you need to know or to set is this is your prescale or counter punya settings, and this is your bit 6 and bit 3, this is your mode settings. Okay, so since this one here we looking at TOV flag, we just put 00 lah kat sini. Okay, what about your this one here? Okay, what is the value that we need to put here? Okay, so in this case here, you can select either 110 or 111. Depends on you. Okay, because this one we are going to make it as a counter, so we need to select either 110 or 111. If you select 110, what happens when 110? This is a falling edge counter lah. Okay, this is the rising edge counter. Is it correct or not? Or I just make assumption. Mana tu ni? Okay, 110 is falling edge and 118 is rising edge. Okay, depends on you. Okay, so in this case here, we are going to use a falling edge. Okay, so you just put 110. Okay, so that's why here, if you see here, okay, the rest will just put 0 lah. 0 and it is 6. Okay, that's why the value here is 6. Okay, which is the output, the input coming from your external clock source. Okay, and what about your TC and T0? Just put 0. Why just we need to put 0 our TC and T0? Kenapa nak letak kosong? Because we want to count an events. To count a certain event, so we need to clear our register. Okay, and then that value will keep increasing. Alright. So while one do port C sama dengan TC and T0. Okay, so you send this value here. Okay, every time your TC and T0 increase, you send to your port C. While TIF, OX, okay, so put 1 to your TOV1, and this is your monitor your TOV0 punya flags lah. You monitor TOV0. If your TOV0 still 0, so you keep monitoring. If your TOV0 equal to 1, it will exit this counter here. Once this exit counter, so don't stop your counter. Okay, because we want it to keep counting. Okay, you just clear your TOV0 so that you can monitor your TOV0 flag, and port D equal to port D plus 1. Okay, why? Because this is you're going to make a 16-bit counter. So port C actually become your low byte, and port D become your high byte. You keep doing the low byte until it reach FF, and then next you increase your port D. Okay, something like this lah. Okay, first this is your port D, and this is your port C. Okay, by right, initial value is 0000 lah here. Alright, and then this port C here will keep increase. They increase until FF. Okay, until FF, and it becomes 00. What happen is, okay, when the overflow happen from FF to 00. Okay, and then you exit from this while loop, clear your TOV0, and port D increase to 1. So this one here become 0, 1. And then next you do again, go until FF. Okay, so kat sini what happen is sini TOV0 sama dengan 1. Once it's rolled over again from FF to 0, so TOV0 akan become 1 again. Okay, so this one here will increase by 2. And it will keep repeating until, okay, this is another TOV0 equal to 1, 0, 3. Okay, this thing here will keep repeating until it reach, okay, FF, F, F. Okay, this is how you going to create a 16-bit counter and display it to your port C and port D. Okay, that's all for today. Okay, so we finish our timer 1 programming by using a CTC mode and normal mode, and at the same time we already finished the how to write a counter programming, okay, to count a certain event that coming from your T0 pin, which is your PB0.